ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, good morning. Good morning. It is May 27th, 2026. It is 5:48 in the morning EST time. I'm going to remember to turn off my lamp that is noisy. And then I come back. Alright. So, I am here with perfect timing, and so are you if you are seeing this stream. And I am here to do readings for people who have perfect timing, like yourself. And I have 13 decks, and they all have so much to say that I use a regular playing card deck to choose which one gets to speak. And until we get some questions in chat. Oh my god, we got chat already. Hi. Neela Nellick. I remember. Hello. I've been okay. Welcome to the stream. How have you been? I'm on it. I'm on travel. Can you give me guidance, General? I can give you guidance in general. I'll do a poll for you. Oh boy. Let's see. We're gonna give you... I'm gonna ask all the cards which deck would like to be read for Nella Nellick. Yeah. Which deck would like to be used for Nella Nellick? What deck it feels like guiding Nella Nellick on their travels? It's gonna be number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. It is the Prisma Visions deck. Okay. Alright, so guidance general. Let's see what kind of guidance we can give to Nella Nellick. General guidance. General guidance. Okay. For Nella Nellick. Ooh. Well, you have Illumination. And I believe in this deck, Illumination is a major arcana. And I believe it's the Wheel of Fortune, which is karma, fate, life cycles, and change, luck, and destiny. So, general guidance. This one is telling me that you are on the correct path, especially in your travels. I'm trying to glean any other things from the card right now. Let's see. Because I just keep looking into the spiral of this. And it's just telling me that there's a path here for you and you're going along on it. And you're doing good. Keep going. You're going down the right path. And there might be a road blockage, which is the fence. but you can see the path beyond that. So once you get past that road blockage, you'll be okay. And that is what the cards are telling me right now. So I hope that helps you out, Nellik. Keep on going. Keep on going. You're going good. You're going strong. Whatever you're doing, keep on doing it. Okay. And then I'm going to come back to stream. Sorry. I'm going to come back to chat. I'm still waking up. I haven't had any tea yet. Tea. And Ellen Alex says thanks, and you are very welcome. Christine Crochet Law. Hi Christine. Welcome to chat. Can I know when my health will start improving? I've been working on trying to heal physically for years and haven't gotten better. And Nellik said roadblocks like limiting beliefs. I will ask the cards that. I'm gonna make a list now. It's time to make a list. So, got Christine. And then we have Nellik. Okay. Alright, so I have you both on the list. I'll get to Christine Crochets a lot, and then I'll come back to you, Nellik, on that second question. Don't you worry. I haven't forgotten about anyone. Okay, let's see. Can I know when my health will start improving? I've been working on trying to heal physically for years and haven't gotten better. Okay, so that sounds like all the cards might have advice. We're going to look into that. Which deck would like to help Christine? Which deck would like to help Christine? Which deck would like to help Christine? Number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is the Moon Turret. May the moon help you heal, Christine. May the moon help you heal. Okay, so when will Christine's health start improving? When will Christine's health start improving? Ooh, that was a nice one. The answers you need are coming. It's a full moon in Gemini. Which right now we are in Gemini, which is funny. Gemini. Gotta find the page first. Full moon in Gemini. That's 72. Okay, the answers The answers you need are coming. This card is a reminder that it is important to speak your truth. But remember that your words have consequences and impact your listener. Right now, you need to guard against indiscretion. The answers you need may well come soon. The issue you're facing could well be one or a few conversations away from being resolved. If you're inquiring about a love situation, a little flirting may be called for. If you're in the middle of an argument, this card comes to you as a reminder of the old, very non-Gemini message, "Lest said, soonest mended." It's good to talk, but be careful you aren't causing yourself any issues with your words. Words have enormous power. As metaphysician Florence Scovel Shinn put it, your words are your wand. You create magic and your own reality every time you express yourself. Attune to the moon. Have an important conversation, but stay calm. Additional meanings for this card. Don't be superficial. Sometimes someone is trying to flirt with you. Have you noticed? You need to laugh off the situation and just move on. Job applications have good prospects. The teaching. Talk, and more talk. As the emotional full moon moves into the communicative sign of Gemini, it's too easy to say too much, so mind how you go if you pull this card. This card can also indicate an enjoyable social event. Since the full moon in Gemini is a great time for socializing. This card also augurs well for any study you're either taking or considering. So, that is what the card says. I think in context with your question, when will your health get better? A lot of my cards do give the advice that the more you talk, the more you stay in the reality that you're speaking of. So make the story the way you want it. And the more you tell it how it is, the more you tell how unhealed you are, the more unhealed you will remain. And that is just me reading my cards so much. So I think what this card was trying to tell us was, you're doing a lot of talking about your bad health. You might want to start talking about how you can make your health better. And I believe that is what the cards are trying to say. Okay, so I'm going to put these cards away, and then I'm going to get to Nella Nellick's question, which was roadblocks like limiting beliefs. I'm going to answer that with a tarot card question, a yes or no question. So which deck would like to handle Nella Nellick's question? Number 3. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Nella wants to know yes or no. Is it limiting beliefs? Yes or no? And then I'll look into the card for more answers. Yes or no? Are they limiting beliefs? Yes. I do my yeses and nos as they come up right side up. It's a yes. If it's a no, it's a reversal. So it is a yes, it is limiting beliefs. And it's the card of death, which is the card of change. It's a general guidance question, right? It's gonna be a changing of the seasons. It's gonna be a changing of one life lesson into the other. And it's learning to move on and move forward. And that is what the card is telling me. It's more of a soft change than you might want it to be. But it's a change. Alright. And that is what the cards have to say. And put this deck back, and then I'll get back to chat. Alright, and clear the board. And back to chat. And I have tea. And Debbie Kelly says, "Good morning, beautiful people, Aquarius." And Debbie says, "Can you tell me if I have a special visitor soon? I'll put Debbie on the list." And then I'm going to catch up on chat. And then, Debbie, I will get back to your question. Debbie. Okay. Debbie says, "Blue moon on the 31st. Ooh, blue moon. Nice. And Noah Alex says, "I'm here. Thanks. Need to change it. I am shifting already, I think." Yeah. Good. And Nikolai Superstar says, "Hey, how will my classmates react when I'm famous?" Just a fun question. I love fun questions. I'm going to put you on the board. Nikolai. Okay, that is a fun question. I like fun questions. Alright, I'm going to get to Debbie's question first, and then I'll get to Nikolai. Another sip of tea before I go to that. Okay. Very good. That sounds like a tarot card yes or no question. Will Debbie have a special visitor soon? Which deck would like to handle that? Which deck would like to handle that? Which deck would like to handle Debbie's question? Number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good old supernatural deck wants to handle Debbie's question. The Winchesters have an answer. Oh, Winchester. Give us an answer. Will Debbie have... Ew. Will Debbie have a special visitor soon? Will Debbie have a special visitor soon? Gotcha. Will Debbie have a special visitor soon? And the answer is no. Because my reversals are no's and my forwards are yes. So no. The Page of Blades. A youthful person with a sharp mind. And blades are of the mind. I'm going to look into the card and see if there's any other details. I see people are busy in their own heads, and there are just no special visitors right now. Maybe in the future, but not right now. So, Debbie, I hope that helps you out. And then I'm going to get to Nikolai's question. And Nikolai's question was, how will my classmates react when I'm famous? It's a very good question. I think that question is good for all of the decks. So I'm going to open that for all of the decks. Which deck wants to answer Nikolai's question? Which deck would like to answer Nikolai's question? Queen, which is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, getting into the vortex. And this one is just the information card. And Nikolai's question was, how will Nikolai's classmates react when they are famous? How will Nikolai's classmates react when Nikolai is famous? How will Nikolai's classmates act when they are famous? How will Nikolai's classmates react to when Nikolai is famous? Haha, interesting. Okay, so from just the picture, I get an impression that there's a lot of eyes on Nikolai. So you have their attention when you get famous. You 100% have their attention. Now we're going to read the card. It says, my attention to unwanted can't defy the laws of attraction. If your life has caused you to ask for an improved situation, no matter what it is, and you are no longer offering chronic thought vibrations that are opposite of your desire must come to you. But you cannot continue to keep alive within your vibrational patterns of what you do not want and receive what you do want. It defies the law of attraction. In terms of your classmates, I think the picture here is just so much more important, is that just they are just a bunch of eyes right now in the crowd. And if I look at it from a certain way, it looks like there's a globe here, and it to me it represents the stage of when you're famous, and then down here is the audience. So in that context, it also means that your classmates would become your audience. So, hey, that's pretty cool. I hope that helps you out, Nikolai. Alright, I'm going to put this deck back and then look back at chat and have tea. Tea. And Debbie Kelly says, that's disappointing. They are busy. Yeah, I'm sorry, Debbie. Maybe another time. Nikolai says, the eyes card is just so funny because we're talking about fame. And Nikolai says, thank you. Laugh out loud, hearts. So cool. You're always so accurate. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, the cards just tell it like it is, and I just read the cards. I believe in the heart. Excuse me. Tea. I believe in the heart of the cards. You gotta believe in the heart of the cards for the cards to be able to talk to you. Alright, and so there does not seem to be any more questions right now in chat. That means I will go back to my follow list. Okay, and my list, I didn't even get to do the first one. That's kind of cool. That's fun. But happy birthday to Gemini is my first backup subject. And then I'll check back on chat. So, happy birthday, Gemini. I'm going to do a birthday reading for Gemini while people take time to drop questions in chat. So, happy birthday, Gemini. I'm going to open this up to all the decks. Number 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Trust your vibes. Trust your vibes. Happy birthday, Gemini. 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 Okay. And stay in your own skin. 26. Stay in your own skin. As a sixth sensory person, you have a tendency to become overly empathetic at times. You not only sense others' vibrations, but you also absorb and internalize them as your own. This is not only psychically unhealthy, but it can make you physically sick if you do it often enough. The cure is to mentally and emotionally stay in your own skin. And don't operate like a psychic sponge absorbing the energy around you. It's okay to support others, but don't try to rescue them. It interrupts their growth and harms you as well. Stay in your skin by slowly breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, while focusing on your body. The more you breathe, the more you keep to your own spirit and allow others the dignity of managing their own affairs. Another key to disengaging is to see and name the physical objects around you. This 2-minute psychic energy adjusting resets your balance. It's nice to care, but don't carry. Alright, and that is for Gemini. Gemini's birthday reading. Alright, I'm going to put this deck back. There we go. Alright, and I have to remind... I gotta have tea. I gotta have tea. I meant to say is, I have 13 decks. They have a lot to say. So I have a regular playing card deck to choose which one gets to speak. And right now I'm going to have more tea, and I'm also going to get the chat. But I also have to say that this is a great time for you to drop your questions in chat so that the cards may answer them. And the chat is subscriber locked, but it's very easy to push subscribe, and then you'll be able to have immediate access to chat. And then you'll be able to ask your question. And a benefit of being subscribed is that you get to know when I go live, and then you get even more free readings. And I think that's a win-win situation, because my goal is 500 subscribers, and you get free readings, and neither of us pay a penny, and it's amazing. I think it's a great system. Alright, but now tea and chat. Tea and chat. Alrighty. Margaret, hello Margaret. Will I get the home care job since I didn't get the Ross job? Will I start feeling better by next week? 28LL. 28LL. Will. Okay, so that was another will. Will it bet easier for me to get a job in Florida? Alright, 3 very lovely questions. And I will get to all 3, Margaret. Let's see here. Alright, so those are all yes and no questions, and I'm going to ask one tarot card deck to do all 3. So let's make sure we have the correct order in which we're asking the cards. So the first card will be the home care job. And then we'll start feeling better in the second question. And the third question, will it be easier to get... will it get easier for Margaret? Will it get easier me getaway job in Florida? That question might be, will it get easier for me to get a job in Florida? To get a job in Florida, correct. Alright, awesome. So, yes, cool. Feel better. We're going to go FB for feel better, and then Florida. There we go. We have all 3. We're going to pick a tarot card deck for Margaret. Which tarot card deck wants to help Margaret out? Who wants to answer the questions from Margaret? For Margaret. Who wants to answer the questions from Margaret? For Margaret. For Margaret. Queen, which is 12. Tarot card deck. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's going to be the Prisma Visions deck. Okay. So will it be the home care job? Will Margaret still start feeling better next week? And will it be easier to get a job in Florida? Gonna let the cards answer, and then we'll look into the cards for more details. There we go. Okay, so a no, a yes, and a no. Oh, that was silly. I need these out. Let's put the deck back together. Sorry about that. Alright, so health care job is a no. Let me look into that. And it's 2 of Swords. And you're making a lot of decisions right now. Because it's 2 of Swords, and the swords are thoughts. And 2 is balance. And connection and duality. So a balance or a decision being made in the brain. Balancing the brain. You have a lot on your mind. That's what it's saying. you're trying to choose between so many things and you're trying to balance it. And that's the state of your mind, definitely. And then, FB, will you start feeling better by next week? That was a yes. So, Ace of Chalices. Alright, so. The Ace of Chalices are the beginning, and chalices are emotions. So this will be the start of you feeling better. And it will be over, let's see, how do I want to word this? The water is translating to energy for me, so you will be much more energetic, because you start feeling better, which is phenomenal. I really love that for you. And then Florida was a no. Will you get a job in Florida? Will it get easier for Margaret to get a job in Florida? So no, it won't be easier to get a job in Florida. As the Queen of Chalices. And again, chalices are emotion. And water flowing. I just see, like, this water here is telling me that there's something overwhelming going on emotionally. I know the Queen is usually a nurturing and supportive card, but in the context of the no, there is overwhelming emotion. And in the context of it being in Florida, that's the reason it's not easier. It's just you're going through a lot at that time. And that is what the cards are trying to communicate. Alright, and that answers all your questions, Margaret. I hope that helps you out. I'm sorry it's not a more positive outlook. I wish you the best. But at least you'll start to feel better. That's a good thing. You are very welcome. I hope that helped. Okay, and I'm going to have some tea. Will meet new friends in Florida. Ooh, I will get right to that question. I just need a small tea break. Will TJ try to find me in Florida? That's also a very good question. Alright, so more tarot card questions. Let's see. Will meet new friends in Florida. Will Margaret meet new friends? F for friends. And TJ. Will TJ find Margaret? Will TJ find Margaret in Florida? Oh. which deck would like this? It's going to be a tarot card deck. Okay, number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Prism of Visions deck again. Nice. Same deck. Same deck. Okay. So, Friends and TJ. Ew, don't do that. These are yes, no questions. Will you find new friends in Florida? And will TJ find you in Florida? That's a good one. Alright, so Friends and TJ. Alright, so we have a yes for Friends and a no for TJ. You will meet new friends in Florida. Looking into the cards for more details. Alright, 8 of Swords. And swords are achievement, expertise, and changes. And swords are of the mind. So you're going to meet a lot of friends who are of the same mind as you. And you're all going to be a bit shy about each other. But that's okay. They're still friends. They're still friend-shaped, so they are friends. But congratulations, you will make friends in Florida. And 10 of Wands for TJ finding you, so he will not find you. And that's awesome. I'm going to look into the card for details. Ah, yes. Alright, so because of the Florida landscape, he will not see you in the trees. Because I see here there's a hidden person. Florida is just going to be too tough for TJ to track you. There's all this foliage and trees and just you will disappear in Florida from TJ. And that's really nice. I'm happy for that for you. Alright. I hope that helped out, Margaret. There we go. Put these back and then I'll get back to chat. Okay, and Margaret says, will I like my new apartment in Florida? I will also answer that question. And Margaret says, that's good. And that's good. And yes, I agree. So, gonna get to, will Margaret like your new apartment in Florida? Who wants to answer? Which deck wants to answer? Margaret. Which deck wants to answer Margaret? It's gonna be another tarot card deck. Will Margaret like her new apartment? J, which is 11 in tarot cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11. There we go. So the Robin Wood tarot card deck is going to take the apartment question. Will Margaret like her new apartment in Florida? Will Margaret like her new apartment in Florida. Easy there, Deck. Relax. Will Margaret like her new apartment in Florida? Ooh, the answer is no. Let's look into the card for information. Okay, well, it's the King of Swords. And the card just keeps telling me there's going to be a very serious man there. Because knights are intense, erratic, and action-oriented. There's just going to be a man there that is very serious. And the word that comes to me is a gatekeeper. So he probably thinks very highly of himself. So if you see any stern men, just try to avoid them in your apartment area. I don't see one of the neighbors being very friendly. In fact, very combative with that sword in that stance. So be careful, tread lightly, and try not to talk to any serious looking guys at your apartment complex too much. Alright, good luck, Margaret. I hope that helped. Put this deck away and get back to chats. Okay, and tea. Will Paul try to stop me from going to Florida? It's a very good question. I will put you on the list, and I see there's more chat, so I'm going to catch up on chat, and then I'll get to your question, Margaret. Let's see. Annie Cat says hey. Hey, Annie Cat. What is this? How are you? How are you? Okay, this is a strange thing. I'm not sure what that symbol is. It looks... Okay. So when I hover over Annie Cat's second chat, it says HRU question mark, but it says a symbol and then game question mark. Interesting. Well, I can answer the how are you. I'm doing okay. How are you? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. And Aniket says, may I know if my GF Sharada feelings from me? Alright, Aniket, I'll put you on the list and I'll get back to you once I catch up on chat. You're on after Margaret's. Okay, and YK Joe. Hi, new sub here. Hi, YK. Welcome and thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. Did leaving the connection with Raymond protect me or distance me from something meaningful? Very good question. I'm going to add you to the list, YK. I'm going to call you YK Joe. And Amicat says, HRU means how are you? Correct. Absolutely. 100%. I'm feeling okay. I hope you're doing the same. I mean, I'm sitting here doing live streams and tarot card readings, so I'm doing really good. Let's see, Margaret's question. I'm going to go down the list and then I will catch back up with chat. So first is going to be Margaret, Amicat, and then YK Joe. So everybody hang in tight. I'm going to get to your questions right now. And Margaret's question was, will Paul try to stop me from going to Florida? That is a tarot card question, yes or no question. Which deck would like to answer Margaret's question? Which deck? Which deck? Which tarot card deck? Number 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And Gay Tarot card deck is going to handle this Margaret question. Will Paul try to stop Margaret from going to Florida? Will Paul try to stop Margaret from going to Florida? Will Paul try to stop Margaret from going to Florida? That's much better. Yes. He's gonna cause a scene, and I keep looking at that blade like, yeah, he wants to fight about it. So he's gonna try to stop you from going to Florida by any means necessary. So be on your toes, Margaret. Be ready for a fight. And I do wish you luck. Try to be careful, honey. And that is what the cards have to say. And then I get to Anica's question. Which deck wants Anica's question? Let's see, Anica's question. May I know if my GS Strada feels for me? So I'm just going to adjust the question a little bit so it makes sense. May I know my GF's feelings for me? Yeah. So what are Strada's feelings for Anicat? There we go. Which deck wants that question? What does Strada feel for Anicat? I'm going to open this one up to all my decks. How does Strada feel for Anicat? Okay, King 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Money and the law of attraction. Okay, and this one's just the information card. How does Strada feel for Anicat? How does Strata feel for etiquette? Let's see. Well, the picture does give me a picture of balance. And one's the night and one's the day. And they're working in harmony together. So that's a peaceful sign. And now I'm going to read the text on the card. And it says, will I tell my story as I will tell my story as I want it to be. If you let your dominant intention be to revise and improve the content of the story you tell every day of your life, it is our absolute promise to you that your life will become that ever-improving story. For by the powerful law of attraction, the essence of that which is likened to itself is drawn, it must be. So, I believe that Strata's feelings for Aniket are ones that are peaceful, first of all, but also, where to find it? That ever-improving story. So, there are the feelings of wanting to improve life through the relationship with Aniket. And that is what the cards are telling me. So that is very positive. That they seem to want to create a life with you, Aniket. So, hey, that's awesome. Oop, that was just my phone. So I hope that helps you out, Aniket. I'm going to put this deck back and then we'll get to YK Joe's question. And then I'll get back to check up on chat. And YK Joe's question was, did leaving the connection with Freeman protect me or distance me from something meaningful? That sounds like a two question that could be yes or no. Like, did leaving the connection with Raymond protect me? And did it distance you from something meaningful? So, let me turn that into something that I could put to the Did it protect? Or did it distance? Alright, so yes, so two-carder, yes, no, and tarot cards. So, YK Joe, which tarot card deck wants the answer for YK Joe? Which deck would like to answer for YK Joe? Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Robin Wood deck. Okay. Did leaving the connection with Raymond protect YK Joe or distance YK Joe from something meaningful? Leaving the connection with Raymond. Okay, these are yes/no questions. So a turn of the deck. There we go. Protect is yes, and yes. Did leaving the connection with Raymond protect you? Yes. Did it distance you from something meaningful? Again, yes. And I'm going to look into the cards for more answers. So it did protect you from conflict, of a lot of creativity. Because wands are creativity and action. So a lot of chaos was going on. So breaking the connection with Raymond did protect you from a lot of chaos going on. And it was being manifested around you. And then, did it distance you for something meaningful? Again, yes. And it's the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So, it did distance you from... I'm gonna say a place where you were comfortable and you had money. Because that's the sense I was getting. Like, you were very comfortable and you had a sense of money or wealth and comforts, but that did distance you from breaking that connection with Raymond. And that is what the cards are telling me. I hope that was helpful. Okay, and then I'm going to have tea and get back to chat. There we go. And clear the board and have some tea. Alright, and Aniket says yes. And Pearl says hello. Hi Pearl, welcome. Margaret says thanks. You are very welcome, Margaret. I hope that helped out. I really loved your rapid fire questions. They were great. Let's see. Aniket retracted a message, and Aniket says, thank you so much. You're very welcome, Aniket. And YK Joe says, yes, super helpful reading. Beating heart, beating heart. You're very welcome. Very welcome. I'm glad I could help. And YK Joe says, can I ask more questions? Yes, you may ask many questions. I don't know if you were here earlier and saw how many Margaret rapid fire questioned me. That's the most I've been rapid fire questioned. It was actually kind of fun to tackle. So yes, challenge me. Give me as many questions as you got. I still have like 52 minutes left for this stream. There are no limits on questions until my time runs out. And then my voice is usually shot and I need a break. And while you are gathering all your questions, I am going to go to my backup list of subjects, and that way we can still entertain people while questions are building. And I'm going to go to the Dream Bridge, which is, we're going to do details on that dream everyone had last night. try to give you more details. So I'm going to open that up to all of my decks. And I will get back to chat after I'm done with this subject. I'm going to open up this to all the cards. Which deck wants the answer for the Dream Bridge? Let's see, number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The Dream Bridge. The Dream Bridge. And this particular deck, we do not count when it falls out of the box because it is always falling out of the box. Okay, so the Dream Bridge with the Winchesters. The Winchesters are going to give us details about that dream last night. About that dream last night. Ooh, that was a good one. More details on the dream last night. Ooh, the tower. Oh no. Oh no. We don't like the tower. Oh, golly. So the tower is destruction. So the dream last night has brought to us a very serious woman. And there's going to be destruction, which is related to lightning. So something striking is going to happen. And again, it's the tower. It's a major arcana. So it has very big weight to it. So the dream last night is trying to warn you there is destruction around the corner, and I wish you luck. Try to be careful. Try to stock up for destructive times, and that is what the cards have to say. Just not a good card. Not a good card. Yep, that's not good. I'm going to put that away. I don't like it. So, do try to be careful. The dreams are trying to warn you of something destructive. And that is what the cards are trying to say. I'm going to put that away. And I'm going to get back to chat. And I'm putting that deck away. But I also have 13 decks. So I'll use a regular playing card deck to choose which one gets to speak. And right now I'm going to have tea and check chats. So now would be a good time to drop your question into chat so I can answer it. And chat is subscription locked. But it's very simple to push subscribe and immediately get access to asking for a reading. It's very easy. And also being subscribed, you get notified when I go live, and then you get even more readings in the future. And then that subscription helps me out because my goal is 500 subscribers. And it's a win-win for everyone. Nobody pays a penny, and you guys get free readings, and I get subs. And I think that's a great relationship. And right now I'm going to check chat and have tea. Alrighty. So YK says, what part of me is still attached to Raymond? Please do take your time and don't stress over your voice. Yeah, this voice is getting trained to be talking more. What was Raymond's true feelings that he wasn't expressing openly? Did my absence make him reflect? Thanks for the free readings. Heartbeat, heartbeat. You're very welcome. It's fun. You know? Free readings are fun. Alright, so let me get a list of your questions. Let's see here. What part of me is still attached to Raymond? Please do take your time. What was Raymond's true feelings that he wasn't expressing openly? Did my absence make him reflect? Okay, so that is good. Alright, so we have attachment. What part of you is attached to Raymond? And true feelings. True feelings. And those are both detailed questions. Those are not yes or no questions. And then the third one is, did the absence make him reflect? And reflection is the yes, no. Alrighty. Now, which deck would like to answer YK Joe's questions? We're gonna pick a tarot card deck. So which deck would like to answer YK Joe's questions? Which deck? Which deck? Which deck? Which deck? Which deck or which deck? Which deck? Which deck? Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Prisma Visions deck is getting a workout today. Come on out. Everybody out of the pool. Okay. Okay, then we're going to review the questions for the cards. What part of YK Joe is attached to Raymond? What was Raymond's true feelings that he wasn't expressing openly? And did YK Joe's absence make him reflect? Alright, got that, cards? Let's go. Answer all of YK Joe's lovely questions. No, none of that. Nice, that was a good one. Okay, so the Emperor for attachment. Ooh, the Tower for true feelings. And a no for reflection. Okay, that's a lot. YK Joe, that's a lot, because you got 2 Arcana cards and a no. Oh, ha. Oh, ha. Okay, we're going to look into these cards. So, attachment is the Emperor. So, Raymond, you are still attached to the Emperor side of him. And the Emperor was the abundance, love, creativity. The Emperor is leadership, authority, power, wisdom, and rules. So he must have been a very, how do I want to put it? Authoritative part of your relationship. maybe controlling. So you are still attached to whatever trauma that was. Because usually there's a more positive spin on this, but right now I'm looking at this skull, and that's definitely not a good sign for me. But on the other note, what Raymond's true feelings that he wasn't expressing openly, and the tower, and that's never a good sign for me. That's my bad omen card. So he was not in a good place. He was not in a good place. Just a really bad place. And I get the feeling there were destructive feelings that he was not letting out. And then a no on reflection. And we're going to look into the details. 6 of Pentacles. And normally 6 is cooperation, alignment, and connection. So he was not feeling connected. And it's Pentacles, so it had to do with materialistic things. So in the environment, what I'm getting from this card is the environment. Why is the environment speaking to me? On reflection. Focused on the material wealth. He is looking at all the material wealth. He's not looking on your connection. He's looking at all the materialistic things. And that is what the cards are telling me. Because he's not looking at the other person in the relationship. He's looking at the coin. And he's not looking at the nature or the fruitful things. So that is why he's not reflecting on your absence. He's too focused on the environment. So, in my opinion, it looks like you got away from a really bad thing, which is a good thing. And I hope that helps you out, YK Joe. And I'm going to put this deck back, and I'm going to have tea and check chat again. Okay, YK Joe says, your voice is actually nice. I enjoy listening to you. It's calming. Oh, I'm very happy to hear that. Thank you. You have so many card decks. It's nice. Yeah, I know. Yes, it does help. Thank you. You are so welcome. I'm glad I could help. It sounds like you got out of something kind of controlling, so I hope everything works out for you. What tea are you drinking? The tea I'm drinking is called Happy Throat Tea. And I know it has marshmallow root and ginger and licorice root in it, and it's supposed to be really good for your throat. Because when I wake up, normally my voice feels very groggy and it gets better in the morning, but for me, this time it's like 7:12 a.m. here, so it's still very early. my whole being has not woken up yet. Happy Throat Tea. It's very good. Okay, so since I've had a moment to relax, it's now time to get back to my subject list. Oh, okay, Joe, wait. There's more on chat, so I'm gonna take a moment and read that. Yes, the relationship was so draining. I went silent. I've been drained for over a year. His third time coming into my life in 3 years. Aw, honey. The tea seems relaxing. I wish I could have some. I genuinely recommend having tea. Just in general. Even a nice green tea with honey is just amazing. But this just really helps cut through the morning yuck. So yeah. So if it is the third time he's coming into your life, don't let him in anymore. Set your boundaries, honey, and just go away from him. Raymond is not worth it. Don't let him talk you back into 4 times. It's not going to be worth it. Ooh, what cycle kept repeating between you? Did he ever value you? Ooh, these are very deep questions. I will let the cards answer them. So what we got? We got what cycle keeps repeating? What cycle? And then, did he ever value YK Joe? Value is a yes/no question. Okay, so which deck would like to answer YK Joe's next 2 questions? Which deck would like to answer YK Joe's next questions? Number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that is the Witch's Tarot. The Witch's Tarot. Okay, so which cycle keeps repeating? And did he ever value YK Joe? Which cycle keeps repeating? And did Raymond ever value YK Joe? It is a yes, no. I need to turn. Okay, that was a good one. Okay, ooh, ouch. What I first noticed is that it's all about money and wealth and materialistic things. Let's see. What cycle keeps repeating? Okay, so first off, the money hits. His focus, the eyes, are on the money. Like, if you put the cards together, it's funny. His eyes are on the money and the materialistic wealth and the things that are solid on this playing field. I don't believe he had knowledge of like spirit or emotions in this. I think it was all materialistic and wealth built. Because, and it is the cycle that keeps repeating between you guys. It's for security, organization, manifestation, and then it's coins. Money, stability, future foundations. It is like the fear of not having stability which keeps your cycle going. The fear of not having these things. And then the yes, no. So it's definitely a no. He did not value you. He valued the 10 of coins, which was the gathering of the money. He valued the gathering of the money. So it's all about the money here. And that is what the cards say. So, yeah, it's kind of rough when your partner doesn't value you emotionally or intellectually, but only cares about the money. That's rough. That's rough. Don't let him trick you back into another relationship. Just say no. Find your boundaries. Find your boundaries. Find your boundaries. And the Witch's Tarot is a very reliable deck. It knows its stuff. Okay, and let's see. Yes, he's definitely not worth it. I learned the hard way this time around. I've been feeling peaceful since we stopped talking for almost 2 months now. Good for you. He was the first person I ever liked, so I held on to him tightly. My boundaries up this time. I miss him. I still miss him sadly. I know what you're going through. Because when you've known someone for a very long time, they are very comforting and they kind of know how to talk to you in ways to get you to bend when normally you wouldn't. And sometimes it's not even like black and white, he was terrible. I'm betting he was very comforting at times, but he probably had bad tendencies. He probably was, I want to say, a little scary sometimes. But then he would come back and make things better in another way, which kind of balanced out what it was. So these things tend to happen in bad relationships. So toxic relationships, in fact. It's going to be weird for a while because you're going to be having these boundaries and you have to stick to them. And you've probably never had to stick with them before with somebody you cared about. And it's rough. So I do have sympathy for your situation. I've been somewhere similar. And I wish you luck. Don't fall for it again. Try to focus on yourself for a while. Try to make yourself happy. And that is the wisdom I have at my age. Because it sounds like he's pretty, he's not good for you. He's not good for you. I wish you all the luck. And so do the cards. The cards wish you all the luck. That's why they're giving you all the warnings. Alright, so I'm going to take a break. Since no new questions are coming in on chat, I'm going to move on to a new subject, which is the morning coffee. And the morning coffee subject is: how much caffeine are you going to need today? And I usually drink tea, but I do know there is a strong coffee culture in America, and where I hail from, and I used to be part of that coffee culture, but I've backed off, and I feel better for it. Alright, so the morning coffee for you coffee people in the mornings. Ooh. Let's see what the energy is like for you, and that's open to all of my decks today. Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Prismatic Visions, you've been used so much today. You're getting your exercise. Morning coffee. Morning coffee. What's today's morning coffee? Morning coffee. Morning coffee. Ooh, that's a good one. Morning coffee. The 10 of Swords. Alright, so 10 is completions and cycles ending and revival, and swords are of the mind. So what is being completed is something that you've all been thinking about for a very long time, and you're gonna need extra coffee to finish it because you're exhausted afterwards and being carried off by a big bird. So you're definitely gonna need more coffee because you're being carried off by a huge bird. And when I say bird, I mean a big problem you're getting over. So you're gonna need all that caffeine to combat that bird. Alright, I wish you all luck with that. You're just go ahead and have that extra coffee and do not feel bad about it. You're gonna just need it. That caffeine is your mana. Use it. It's like a health potion at this point. Alright, so, as you all know, I have 13 decks, and they all have so much to say that I use a regular playing card deck to choose which one gets to speak. And right now I'm going to have more tea and check chat. And I know that chat is subscriber locked, but it's very simple to push subscribe and then ask your question. And then you get free readings. And also being subscribed, you get notified when I go live, and then you get even more readings in the future that are free. And it really helps me out because I have a subscriber goal of 500. So I get a subscriber, you get free readings, and neither of us pay a penny for this. And it's really cool. I think it's a really cool deal. So anyway, again, chat and tea. Chat and tea. MYK Joe says, thank you so much. I got to go. Enjoy the readings. I will enjoy the readings. You go have a great day. I hope everything works out, honey. Awesome. I'm glad I could help. Alright, so since there aren't any new questions, I'm going to go on to the next subject. I have about 21 minutes, so I have lots of time for readings. So, everyone who's here, you are here with perfect timing, and I'm here to do readings for people with perfect timing. But since there's no new questions, I'm going to go on to my list. And my list, next to my list, is the mental energy for today. The mental energy for today. Which deck wants to tackle that question? The mental energy for today. Oh. That's a vibe. Because it's the Cat Tarot deck for the mental energy. I already feel the cat energy flowing through my veins. Oh, the cats. The cats in the mental arena. Oh, it's gonna be a silly day. I can already tell before the cards even are drawn. 'Tis my silliest deck. The mental energy is cats today. What is the mental energy? It's already cats. It's already cats. The mental energy is cats. And there's 10 of treats. 10 of treats. And treats in this are equal to coins or wealth. So, the completion of getting treats. So, that's a good energy. I like this energy. It's a good mental energy for today. It means we're getting treated well for all of our mental stimulants. That's a good day. That's a good day. That's a good cat. We're getting pets. We're feeling good. It's a good cat day. It's a good mental day. So all of our cats and our brains are calm and on treats. And that's how it should be. Yay! So that is the mental energy read. I'm going to put this deck away, but do not go far. I have 13 decks, and they all have so much to say that I use a regular playing card deck to choose which one gets to speak. And so, I'm going to check chat and have tea, so now is a really good time to leave your question in the chat, that way I can get to it and answer it. And it is a subscriber locked chat, but it's very simple and it's instantaneous. Just to push the subscribe, and then you can leave your question in chat and then I can read it. And also, subscribing, you just get in the future notified when I go live, and then you get even more readings. And that's awesome. And you subscribing helps me out because my goal is 500 subscribers. And that's awesome. That's a win-win for everyone because you get free readings and I get subscribers. And neither of us pay a penny. It's free. It is free. Alright. So, oh, yes, again, chat and tea. Chat and teas. Look, my idle action is shuffling, so sometimes my hands just decide to shuffle. But I really need the tea break. It's me, Nimira. Hi, Violet Heart. Hi, Nimira. Welcome to chat. Welcome to stream. Welcome, welcome. I'm nearing my 2-hour, so that I'm a little wobbly, Nimira. Do you have any questions for the day? Ah, tea. It's good stuff. Ooh! I just did a stretch, and my bones did a thing. It was a lovely thing, don't get me wrong. It was still a thing, though. Alright, so, since there are no new questions... Oh, wait, there we go. It's Nimira says, can I have a general, please? I'm a little sad today, but IVKY. Let's find out. Why is Nimira sad? Let's find out for Nimira. Why is Nimira sad? I'm going to open that up to all the decks, because maybe a deck has a way to cheer you up. That's what we're here for. We're here to cheer up Nimira. Which deck wants that? Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Robin Wood Terrett wants to cheer up Nimura. Let's see what we got. Let's see. We're gonna see why Nimura is sad. We're trying to make her glad. Oh, Nimura glad. Trying to make Nimura glad. We're trying to make Nimura glad. But she's sad, so why? Well, guess what? I just pulled a 15 card spread. Well, guess what? You get a 15 card spread, Nimura. We're gonna find out. Let's see. These cards. For funsies. For funsies. See the Alright, so it's 1, 2, my golly, 3, 4, 5, 6, my golly, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, you can't have 2 spreads at once. 12. And then 13, 14, 15. Okay, wow. That's a lot of cards. This is the joy of having totally random things in your decks. Alright, let's see here. These cards reveal the general situation and the feelings of the problem or question. These are these cards. Boop, 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 boop. Nope. Let's see, it was Temperance. Temperance is bending, opposites, moderation, and flowing. Yeah, Temperance is a wisdom type of card. It also has an angel in it. So Temperance is, I want to say, like, Temperance is a card that has been through a lot and it's grown. So it's well-tempered and well, I guess you would say like one of those people that can walk in a storm calmly. That is the type of card Temperance is. And then the Hierophant is like the tradition and teaching of something a little stricter. And these tie together, but also 3 of Pentacles, which seems to be a working situation. Like a mastery in a job, I want to say. Because it's groups, expansion, and action. So, wow, this looks so messy on screen. Oh, golly. So, the Temperance of... I'm going to say this is a hardworking job. Because that's what it's kind of giving me. Like, it's a well-structured job where there is the working and then being good at the working. So this is like I'm gonna say just as a bundle. I'm gonna hold this as a career. So let's just say the hard-working career, and then 4, 5, 6. These cards reveal things that you need to know but are not aware of, or those things you know but do not think are pertinent. Okay. Woo-wee. Wow. These are nice. Because you got the star, you got the ace of wands, and the wheel of fortune. And these are all good. Like, this is beginning of creativity. And the star is hope. And the wheel of fortune is karma, fate, life cycles, change, luck, and destiny. So these are the cards that you need to know but are not aware of or think that are pertinent. So these seem to be hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams. That is like an immediate thing. I don't really have to think too hard on this. This is hopes and dreams. This is the career and being really good at it. And then 7, 8, 9. These cards reveal those things you can choose to change or personality traits you want to keep or lose. Ooh, these things you want to keep or lose. So we have the 7 of Swords, the 6 of Coins, and the 10 of Chalices. 7 is reflection, knowing, and inquiry. But there's just like this sneaky character here. And red flags. So a red flagged thief, I don't think you want to keep that one. But there's also a very giving man giving out coins for 6. This is cooperation, alignment, connection. But this is the man who is giving coins to people asking for it. But I'm feeling like these two are connections. Like, these two are connected. Like, these two are the same people. But the coins he's giving out are stolen. And 10 of Cups is fulfillment of emotions. But again, I feel like if these are all connected, then this is a facade. And this is what's hidden. The thief is hidden behind. So something is being covered up by the vision of something happier. So that's a bit sneaky. And that's going to be something you want to change. And then, let's see, 10, 11, 12 is down here. 10, 11, 12. Again, I don't count reversals unless they're yes/no questions. Let's see. 10, 11, 12. These cards reveal those things you need to be aware of but cannot change, such as the attitudes of others or new situations. So you need to be aware of, but you can't change them. Which is the Page of Wands, the Fool, and the Queen of Pentacles. They're all character cards. So these are all people. The Fool is always going on their journey, and like everything is possible to the Fool. And then you have the Page of Wands, which is the beginning of the creative journey or project. And then the Queen of Pentacles is a very comfortable queen in materialistic wealth. I'm going to say these are all three separate characters, but be aware that they're here, but you can't really change them. And then 13, 14, 15. These cards reveal those things you can choose to change or personally traits you want to keep or lose. No. 13, here we go. The final outcome. The final outcome is the Six of Wands, which I see a parade here. And then the Knight of Swords and the Three of Swords. Swords, and Wands. Okay, Six of Wands is cooperation, alignment, and connection. Oops. Shush, that's just my alarm. Don't worry about that. Completion. Connection, cooperation. So the cooperation, the Knight of Swords is a very intense, erratic, mental person. This guy's looking for a fight. And I kind of feel like it should be more like this. Oh, okay. I see it a bit better now. So, it's like these two characters, one is of the mind and one is of the creativity, are going to create some heartbreak. Because they're conflicting. So the final outcome is that the creative is going to be conflicting with the mind. And it's going to create some heartbreak. Which could be Nimira's sadness. So, Nimira, your sadness is very complicated. It required a 15 card spread. And Nimira said, oh, wow. Yeah, I have a well-structured job. Interesting. Okay, so what can I pull from this? The final outcome is that you're being pulled between your structural job and the creative stuff. So you're getting pulled from between these two, which are the creative, hopeful Wheel of Fortune, which is karma, fate, life cycles, change, luck, and destiny. I'm just checking on 7, 8, 9. And these cards are those things you can choose to change or personality traits you want to keep or lose. These characters. I feel like these characters tie into this one. The Queen of Pentacles might also tie into this one, which is the career, because she's very comfortable in her money. And then there's the Fool and the Page of Wands. I feel like this is a youth being creative, which could tie into this one. And the Fool could be more related to this one. So the sneakiness here, the thievery, tying into the person that's giving a lot, might be hiding behind a visage of happiness. When they're not really... Oh, okay, so this happy picture that they put up as a front might be hiding all of this sadness. So you might be putting forth a mask, but you're not feeling good because you're not listening to what you want. You're listening to the career. And that is what the cards are telling me for your source of sadness. I hope that makes sense. I don't do 15 card spreads very often because they're very complex. But that was fun. I hope that helped you out. I hope that made sense to you, because it kind of makes sense to me. And it would explain why it's causing you some sadness. Okay, that's clear. Thank you, Violet. You're very welcome. I hope that helps you out. See, this is why I keep these spreads in this deck. They're kind of fun to do. And I suppose because the inner conflict would definitely cause sadness. And I believe the answer to that is to resolve the conflict. Look at your job and look at what your soul wants to do and make a choice. And I realize that's usually really hard when you're comfortable and making money. So I wish you luck, Nimira. Oh, and I have now been streaming for 2 hours, so I get to log off. And I'm going to say goodbye to everyone and thank you for being here. I was happy to do readings for everyone, and thank you for the new subscribers. I will see you. And it's me, Nimira says thank you. Pray hands, and you are so welcome. And I will be back later today at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yes, you too, Nimira. Have a great day. Bye. Bye-bye.